So Mary is the Queen of heaven and earth. And imagine being Mary, who considered herself to be the least of all creatures, to be the lowest of the low in some way, meaning really her nothingness. She knew that she didn't commit sin, so she wasn't a false humility, but it was a full and the most complete awareness of her nothingness. And she's living with that, and she's praying for the coming of the Messiah, and mystics say she was praying to be the servant of the mother of the Messiah. She was praying for that, and she considered really herself to be the least of all. And here she is now having a visit from the angel telling her that she's going to be the mother of the king of the universe. The mother of the king. That means I'm going to be the queen. To be a queen means to be a mother. A mother is a queenly dignity. And that's where she gets her queenship from, her motherhood of the king. And now she's on top of it all. She's on top of the world. She's the greatest human being ever to be. From the beginning of the creation to the end of the world. She's the queen of all the angels too. And this angel that appeared to her must have bowed down to her. He knew that she is her queen, this angel, Angel Gabriel. And so she had to be aware of that too. God must have infused into her heart and her mind a lot of information, a lot of knowledge to say, yes, I will be the mother of the Messiah. Not only that, I will be the mother of all of every human being too. She had to have some kind of awareness of that, to consent to that. I'll be the mother of the Son and the mother of his body, which is the church, which is all of humankind. I'll be their mother too. I'll be their queen too. So there's a lot here that we don't even have the slightest knowledge of what went on in her mind and in her heart to be able to say yes, to be able to fulfill this role of being the mother of the Son of God and to be the mother of all mankind. So she's from going from the least in her mind to the greatest in one day, in one moment. And what does she do? She finds out that she's supposed to go to, she has this inspiration to go to her cousin Elizabeth, to go and serve her, to help her in her great need. Her mother, her cousin being in her maybe 70s or 80s with a child. So she's concerned with her, and she goes in haste to serve. After she finds out she's the greatest of all human beings and the mother of God, she says, I'm going to serve. So she continues her humility, and she holds on to her humility how long? For the rest of her life, all the way into eternity. She holds on to her great humility. So from the great depths of her humility, God raises her up to the highest possible dignity of any creature, to be truly the queen. But we're not really celebrating so much her queenship of all of heaven and earth, because that's just an objective fact and a reality, and we can't increase that in her. We're really celebrating her queenship over us. We're celebrating the queenship over us. We want her. She wants to be the queen of all of our hearts and our souls. She wants to be queen of our life, meaning she wants to govern our life for our good, to make us happy, to make us have a highest place in heaven that we can have. She wants to help us to be the saints that we were created to be. She wants, in order to do that, she has to be able to have sway over our will and our hearts. And so that requires our will. So we're celebrating her queenship over us. Be our queen, be our ruler, govern us, rule us, help us to be more holy, to be more pleasing to God, to be more pleasing to you. Be our queen, really meaning to govern us, direct us, take control over our lives and our hearts and wills. That's what we're celebrating, really. We want that. We should want that. are striving to want that with all our hearts more and more each day of our life. So we're praying for that. Be our Queen, and that's what our consecration means. Consecration to Mary means take complete control over me. I give myself totally to you for that reason, so that you will make me better, make me more and more holy, pleasing to God. So that's what our consecration really means. Total control given to Our Lady. So, and we can describe it by queenship. Be my queen, and may I be a good subject of yours, truly obedient, docile in your hands.
Miserere